Hello everybody, this is Minnie back. What I got for you today, this right here is my paint stand. What I got for you today is going to be day 7, I believe, of the Subaru rebuild. What you have in front of you now is, you guys seen my last video where I had it in primer. What I did now is I mist flat black all over the car. And what this does is it's going to show you when you do your primer coat and do your block coat, it's going to show you where all your low scratches are so you can work them out in your low spots. What I have here is a piece of 400 wet sandpaper. I have just a little bucket of water. And then what I usually do is, this right here is a loose part. We know where the bodywork was on here. So what I do is I'll go in there and I start doing the wet sand. And as you do the wet sanding and you're moving everything, I start off with 400. And it's going to take away all the black that I put on there. And then it's going to show you, and then you wash it off. And then it will show you, let's see, where's... And then when I wet sand it, and then I dry it off, it's going to show you where the low spots and the scratches are. You can see the blue, which is high. Right there, still some scratches. Right there, still some scratches. But right there is perfectly smooth now. And like I said, I start with 400, and I work it all, out until the black is gone. And then once the black is gone, that way then you know you got everything smooth and flat. And then I do the whole car like this, and it helps me get rid of all my scratch marks from the body work, or cleanup work when you're doing all your fitment stuff. I know some of our modelers don't use primer for guide coat, like Hunter Shelby. He'll tell you he likes to use his paint for his primer coat, for his base coats to start. And we all have our different techniques and everything with it. But since I use I've always been used to using a more aggressive paint, I should say, more intense paint, I reckon. You don't want to put a pattern in it, so you kind of want to keep it going like this. So what I usually do is, do it a little bit. If you go in the same direction over and over and over, you get a pattern, and it'll show up in your build. But if you look now, you can see that I'm taking away all the black. And you can see the different low spots and whatnot in it. So then you just get back in there and you start reworking it. And just try to move your hand as much as you can. Light pressure. You don't want to tear up the seams and stuff in the body itself. You just want to get the body work done and right. This might be boring to some people, but I just thought maybe it'd help be a little informational for some. And when you fold your sandpaper like this, I'm doing it so I can get in there. You kind of want to watch and make sure that when you go back out to the big open area, that it's not creased, because that crease will cause damage to your bottom coat. Then you just gotta work it out in there. And like I said, that's why you guys always hear me say put enough primer on, or enough bottom color. It helps fill in the scratches, so it's less body work, but it also gives you enough product to wet sand wet sand it all out, so that way you can get all your scratches out. And if you do it this way, usually one series of primer, unless you really got to go back in there and rework it, one primer session would be enough to get everything up and running. And now with that being done, you can see my hood, and it'll be nice and smooth. All the black is out, and once all your black is out, that way you know all your scratches are out. And pretty much it. Let's see if I can't get this to focus in here. Now once you just let that air dry, and once that air dries, you'll be able to see. And like I said, I do with the 400. You can go smaller. You can go 600, 800, 1,000, but I still wanted some adhesion. I still wanted to be able to go in there and play with this a little bit. I probably won't touch the underneath because I plan on doing just regular paint underneath here. But that's about it. Just thought I'd let you guys know that. We'll go through the rest of this and get all this right here set up. And I'll be back later to show you guys the rest of the project. Thanks for watching. I'll be back here in a little bit. Okay. So after a little bit of the sanding and everything, I had to take off a lot more up here to get this right here to smooth out. It was a little rough. You'll have to go back in all the holes that I done. I'm gonna have to go back and just clean out the dust, the sanding dust in there. Just do some little quick stuff like that. But so we'll see how all that there goes. And then I'll do a wash on it and let it set up, and then the next time I'm able to work on it, I will be able to hopefully spray out some color. May have to reprime it. I don't know just yet. Gotta see. And then right there, take off all the sanding dust out of the bolts and everything. So that's it for today. I believe this is 6. If not, it's day 7. I'll find out when I go to put a title on it. So you guys have a good day. This is Minnie. It's been blocked. Get all the sanding marks and stuff out of where we did the body work and whatnot. So this is about it for today. You guys have a great weekend. For those of you guys headed to In-N-L, be sure to be safe, enjoy yourself, and have a great day.